The article that we found for our fact video is titled Sexting, Selfies, and Self-Harm, Young People's Social Media and the Performance of Self-Development. Now, for our video and for our surveys, we focused on the aspect of selfies, but this whole article goes into concepts of self-discovery and self-creation. Everything that we put up on social media is a performance, according to Fleur Gabriel. So you post up a selfie or a status, and you're projecting an identity that you've either created, or your ideal identity, or who you actually are, which is actually the rare one in this case. So to give you guys a quick preview of the questions that we're going to be asking people in our interviews, first off, simply, do you post selfies, and where do you post them, or how often do you do it? And when you post one, what do you think other people think when they see it? We're also going to ask what you think when you see somebody else's selfie. Do you judge them for it, or do you approve? And how does it have an impact on relationships? And finally, what thoughts and feelings cross your mind when you see people taking selfies in public? Like, I'm sure everybody has seen those guys being like, Snapchat.
Do you post selfies?
No.
When you... Oh, shoot. What do you think when you see someone else's selfie?
Okay, my problem is I don't have a Twitter or an Instagram. But when I did, if it was a good one, I thought they looked good.
Okay. What are your thoughts and feelings that cross your mind when you see people taking selfies in public?
I mean, they could be doing a Snapchat. But, okay, you can't lie. Sometimes in class, if you don't know what you look like, you have to, look at yourself. So you might not be taking a selfie. You're just using your camera as a mirror, okay?
Do you post selfies?
I posted maybe one in my entire life.
Okay. I guess that answers... what outlets do you post them to?
I think it was... Oh, that's a lie. I posted 3, and they were on Instagram, and they were doing something outdoorsy. So.
When you posted that selfie, what do you think other people felt when they saw it?
He took a selfie, which is kind of lame, but it was because it was just me and my buddy, and we couldn't get a photo of the two of us together, so it was like the only way we had to do it.
Cool. What do you think when you see someone else's selfie?
If they're like a selfie every day, like, okay, you gotta stop. You know, you're great, but you're not that great. You can take a photo of something else. But if it's like once in a blue moon type thing, like, oh, you got a new haircut, like, okay, cool. Like, I can understand why you need to take a selfie of that. You don't need to, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. How does taking or posting selfies have an impact on relationships?
I mean, I think it's pretty self-centered and narcissistic if you do it all the time. But if it's like once in a blue moon, I mean, I guess it could be understandable.
Okay.
I don't go actively seek selfie photos. It's not my thing.
And last question: what thoughts and feelings cross your mind when you see people taking selfies in public?
I mean, Snapchat's become pretty accepted in modern day settings. So if you see someone taking a selfie, usually you just kind of make a face after they do it at them. And they're like, oh, I just got caught, and it's just funny. Yeah, you just were doing that, and everyone saw it. So.
Do you post selfies?
No.
Why not?
I just don't see the point of it.
Okay. What do you think when you see someone else's selfie?
Kind of think it's funny, honestly.
And what thoughts cross your mind when you see people taking a selfie in public?
I think it's funny to just see people taking pictures of themselves. But if it's Snapchat, it's I Snapchat, so I don't think that's bad.
Okay. Do you post selfies?
No, I do not post selfies.
Why not?
Because I think that they're a little ridiculous and that people overpost them.
Okay. What do you think when you see someone else's selfie?
They're full of themselves and trying to show themselves off.
What is your initial thought when you see someone else's selfie?
Are you kidding me?
What thoughts and feelings cross your mind when you see people taking selfies in public?
I just kind of look at them and think, are you serious right now? Is this really an appropriate time?
Alright. Do you post selfies?
Occasionally.
Occasionally. How often do you post them?
No more than 5 a day.
What do you post them to? Like what social media outlets?
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Okay. When you post a selfie, what do you think others think about your selfie?
I mean, I guess some people just like scroll right past it, like just another selfie. But some people might look at it and like want to imitate it.
Okay. What do you think when you see someone else post a selfie?
Pretty much just judge their selfie taking skills.
How does taking or posting selfies have an impact on relationships?
Well, if you have friends who like taking selfies too, then you might get like a competition, like a selfie war. Who can take the most interesting selfie? Or like who can take the dumbest selfie? Like sometimes you may try to make like a funny face in a selfie. Like so, it can build friendships, but it may be a deterrent to a potential mate if they're like not interested in the selfie game. So you kind of have to find somewhere.
Awesome. Do you post selfies?
I do not post selfies.
Okay, why not?
I just don't think, hey, now's the time where I need to take a picture of myself.
Okay. What do you think when you see someone else posting a selfie?
Like mid-selfie, like picture.
Or if you just stumble upon it on Facebook or...
Honestly, when I see someone taking a selfie of themselves, it's just funny. Just watching someone take a picture of themselves. But on social media, I'm just thinking, if I wanted to see your face, I would call you and hang out with you. That's my thought.
How do you think selfies have an impact on a relationship?
Well, the girl I'm in a relationship with doesn't post selfies, so it doesn't have an impact on our relationship. But just friendships, none, really.
Okay. What thoughts cross your mind when you see people taking a selfie in public? Like,
first thing I think of is I wonder who that's going to. Like, if that picture right there was going to me, I probably wouldn't look at it for more than a second. So good thing it's Snapchat, so I don't have to look at it for more than a second.
Sweet.